Welcome back to my channel. My name is Nayri, also known as Wedding Fashion Expert. This week, we are talking about a subscriber requested topic on the benefits of bridal stores that only offer dresses for immediate purchase off the rack versus bridal stores that offer dresses that are available for special order. Before we dive into this week's topic, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, drop me a comment, let me know if there's a particular video topic you'd like me to create a video on. I am here for you, guiding you along the way, leading up to your special day. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. I am so honored that you have found me. I am, of course, a wedding fashion expert, stylist, buyer, wear so many different hats at LOVELLA Bridal, located in Los Angeles, California. For daily content, be sure to follow us on Instagram at LOVELLA Bridal, at LOVELLA Plus, and at Wedding Fashion Expert. Don't forget to hit that follow button on TikTok at LOVELLA Bridal and at Wedding Fashion Expert as well. This week's topic was inspired by a subscriber. Carly wrote in specifically asking if I could make a video about the benefits of bridal stores that only sell dresses off the rack and do not order. I love this question so much because I actually have been getting asked this a lot in store at LOVELLA Bridal. So when I saw this comment, I thought, oh, this is a no-brainer. We have to make a video on it. Okay, so traditionally bridal stores, the way that it works is you go into the shop, you try on the sample dress, which is either going to be a little too big or a little too small. The dresses are never your exact size. So you're just trying on the sample and then you are going to place an order, a special order for your dress based on your bust, waist, and hip measurement. We order the closest dress to your size on the size chart based on your bust, waist, and hip measurement. When you are ordering a special order dress, it typically takes 6 to 9 months for that dress to be made and for it to arrive in store. So in a perfect world, you are buying your dress 1 year before your wedding so that you allow time for alterations, as all ship dates are approximate. The benefits of ordering a new dress is that you get it closest to your body size. Of course, it's new, it's never been tried on, and it's being made specially for you. Not only are you able to pick the size that you want, you are also able to change the color of the dress if you wish and make minor changes that may suit your needs best. However, I typically encourage you to order the dress in the color that you see, because I have had brides change the color of the dress, and once it arrived in store, it looked so different from the photos that they had been looking at months leading up to their dress's arrival. That's a whole nother topic, and I've made tons of videos on the color of dresses and what I recommend. I will link those for you below as reference. Going back to Carly's question of the benefits of stores that are strictly selling dresses off the rack, so they are not ordering any dress for you, nor do they have the ability to order dresses for you. So bridal stores like LOVELLA Bridal, we go to Fashion Week, we see the latest collections, we buy very deeply within those collections so that there's a lot of dresses for our brides to choose from. But in order for a store to carry a designer for special order, they need to invest on that inventory. There are bridal stores that strictly sell dresses off the rack, which means you are buying the dress that you see. Oftentimes, these stores are consignment stores. They are getting their inventory from other bridal stores, so they are taking our samples that maybe we have tried to sell and haven't been able to sell, so we offer it on consignment to another shop. Bridal stores like LOVELLA Bridal, we do also sell our samples, so you can go to a store that you are able to order new dresses from, and they also have samples available for you to purchase as well. So when we try to sell our samples, and let's say a particular dress has gone through maybe 5 sample sales, and we've attempted to sell that sample for maybe over a year plus, and it has not sold. At that point in time, we are more than happy to offer it to a consignment shop, which would be a store that is just selling their samples and they're not taking reorders. So these stores are getting their inventory from bridal stores like LOVELLA, or perhaps brides who never wore the dress on wedding day. So it could be brand new, never altered, never worn, never tried on. So those are going to be in great condition. Whereas dresses that are coming from Lovella have been tried on by other brides, so they're not going to be in pristine condition. However, the price reflects the condition of the dress. I always say that if I was a bride, I would most likely buy a sample dress just because the sizes are close enough to my body where I would be able to get it altered and I would get to save money. While yes, it might have a little dirt on it or a little bit of sparkle that's loose, that wouldn't bother me. I would love to save the money in the sense of I could get a more expensive dress for a better price. That would be something that I would want to do. Although I have so many brides that want a brand new dress specially ordered for them, which I totally get. And look, if I fell in love with a dress that the sample was not available to me for, then I would pay the full price and order the dress, because at the end of the day, you deserve to be in the gown that makes you feel the most beautiful and confident to marry your person in. Now, the benefits of a store that is selling dresses off the rack are multiple things, and those benefits also are available at Lovella as well. You get the dress immediately. So let's say you don't have the time to order a wedding dress. You're maybe planning your wedding in a few months or 4 months, and maybe rushes aren't available for you. It's the time of year that the dresses that you want are not available for you on order. A dress off the rack is a phenomenal option because it is ready for you immediately. You get to take it home that day and you get to begin alterations immediately. Another benefit is what I already mentioned, the fact that you can save some money on the dress depending on the condition of it. A few things to keep in mind. Some of these dresses that are in these stores could also be consigned from a bride who wore the dress, which means the dress has been worn on wedding day. It's been altered to that bride's proportions. So there could be some dresses in there that are used dresses, as in used on wedding day. It would be the concept of like going to a secondhand shop and buying a secondhand garment. Same concept. The only real con to stores that are not able to order things specially for you is the sizing. When it comes to buying a sample dress or a dress off the rack, it's all about the size aligning. So if there is a bride who has worn the dress and it's been altered, let's say she's shorter than you, the dress is going to be too short. So then you might want to go with a store sample or a bride's dress that she never wore on wedding day. That often happens because sometimes brides buy a dress prematurely and they wish they had gone with another dress, and then they end up buying a second one and selling the original one. The wedding could have been called off. A lot of times I see brides who buy a dress based on the price. The price was better. Maybe they were in between two dresses and they were thousands of dollars apart. Oftentimes I see brides go with the less expensive one, and then they look back on photos and it's time for wedding day and they wish they bought the more expensive one, and they do end up buying it. So that less expensive dress is now available for purchase and could be in one of these shops. So there's going to be lots of different components to consider. The major one that is going to have all the stars align is the sizing. We recently had a bride who saw a dress that we offer in store that is available for purchase. It was at a secondhand shop and she was able to buy it off the rack. It was a specific consignment bridal store. She was able to buy it off the rack. However, the dress was too small. So she thought that she couldn't order the dress on time, which we were able to get the dress brand new at a rush fee in her right size. But she had contacted us seeing if we could potentially order more fabric for the seamstress to add fabric to the dress. However, a sample dress, whether it's a sample that was hanging in a bridal store or a dress that a bride has worn and now being consigned, if you ordered fabric, especially the type of fabric of this dress, it was going to show a discrepancy in color for multiple reasons. One, there's different dye lots, so it could be coming from a different roll of fabric. Even if brand new, it won't align on color completely. Another reason is that if a dress has been hanging in a store for some time, the color of the garment does change from people touching it and just sun exposure and oxidation. We did encourage her to go with a new dress in the proper size, since the one that she had seen was too small on her and it didn't make sense to order fabric, try to make it work. Maybe it's going to work, maybe it's not going to work. It was a lot of money, time, and effort to invest versus getting the dress brand new, able to pay the rush fee and get that dress in the proper size. So the biggest component is sizing. However, I don't want that to discourage you. It's all about going in, giving it a try, seeing if it's a good fit and if all the stars align. And some of these consignment stores do offer a variety of different sizes. So for example, our LOVELLA Plus dresses eventually make it into some of these stores. And also stores like LOVELLA who have a variety of selection of sizes, those samples are available for immediate purchase. So it's just really all about the sizes, the dimension, and the style of the dress aligning for you. That is the only real con behind it that could be a challenge depending on your sizing and if the dress had been worn before and altered before. All in all, stores that sell dresses off the rack is a beautiful option for you if you don't have a lot of time to order, or if you are a bargain hunter and looking for a deal. That is also a great way to go about it. Keep in mind, bridal stores who order dresses also have this available, so you're going to have more options in a store that can order a dress for you and have sample sale dresses available, but you never know what you're going to find. So it's always worth checking out the stores that you feel would resonate the style. Look at their social media, look at their website, take a look at their reviews online. Pick your store strategically. It's all about quality over quantity of stores that you visit, but it's always worth a try because you never know what you might find. There could be a gem that ends up working out perfectly for you. I hope that you found this video helpful. For more videos and tips like these, be sure to tune in every Wednesday, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I will see you in next week's video.